Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for taking time out of your day to spend with me today. My name is Dion. We start here with chapstick because sister got some dry ass lips. So thank you for being here to help me do this part of my self-care routine. Before I get into the look, I want to give a really quick update on the E.L.F. Putty Bronzer and blush. I did use today, I did my foundation, I did under eye concealer, and I very lightly set my entire face with translucent powder. Then I took the E.L.F. Putty Bronzer and tan lines, which is this shade here, very lightly, like very lightly, not like how I did it in my initial video. And this is a brush I use for that, and I patted it here, and then I very lightly blended that out. I took more and put here, blended that out, a little here, and then down here. And the same on this side. I patted it on, blended it out, and then lightly swept here, and then under here. It can be almost as a contour shade. When I turn this way, you can see the grayish tone of it. And it is buildable, but I wanted to go very lightly because I do like a natural look, and I am really digging how this looks. Like, to me it does look, and you can see it here, even though I did come down here, but because I also put blush here, it kind of covered it up, but you can see, and to me it's just like a natural. I love it. And as I said, it is buildable, so if you want to go heavier with this, you can. And then I took the putty blush in Bali, which is this here, and I put this on my cheeks. And I do have two of these brushes because when I like a brush I tend to buy another one. And very lightly, not heavy like the other day when I did the putty bronzers. And so that's what this is here. I did not pat out with my powder brush afterwards. I did not set the putty products. They do dry down into a powder. I mean, it feels a tad, I think it's been on now maybe like 30 minutes, and I am sweating, so that may be part of it too. But it does dry down. Like, it doesn't, when I do like this, it does not feel sticky at all. Not at all. So I am liking these, and so I'm going to have to make a conscious effort to still use my Fenty powders. But I think maybe because the putty bronzers are so new, I'm really just wanting to get a feel for it, and I'm doing this because I'm sweaty. So we're going to jump in. I do have tails on my brows. I did prime my lids with the Fenty primer, and my lids are sticking because I have hooded lids. I already put fly liner, and because I'm black, on my lower lash line, so it'll be something there for eyeshadow to stick to. I am recreating another look with the Natasha Denona Metropolis Palette. This look I did on August 29th, 2020, and we actually used mostly the third row, and it is a neutral everyday look. This shade here was Blaze, which I removed, so this is not Blaze, and so instead of this one I'm going to use Imperial because it was a similar shade as this one and as this one. So that's the only thing that'll be different. And so we're just going to jump in. Before we jump in, I also have my brushes out. These will be for my lid shades. These are the Fenty number 230 brush. Brow bone highlight is the Beauty Blender Wing It eyeliner brush. For my crease shades, we're going to use Scott Barnes brush number 61. To do my transition shade, we're going to use the Fenty blending brush in 210. For lower lash line, we're going to use this Fenty brush. It says Smoky Eye, and it's the number 24. They don't make it anymore. So I'm trying to rotate through my brushes, which is why I'm using the Fenty brushes. I realized I hadn't used them in a while, and jeepers, I am sweating. Alright, so we're going to jump in. We're going to take Imperial on the first half of our lid. I'm actually just going to turn this brush over. This is Imperial, and this side does not have shade on it, so we're going to use the same brush and take Crest and put this on the second half of the lid. I'm going to pat in between to blend together. We're going to backtrack. We're going to also take Imperial as our brow bone highlight. I do have some fallout from Imperial, so I'm taking a fluffy brush and just sweeping that off, and it did not sweep off. I'm thinking fallout does not sweep off for me in this area because of my sweat, and this is where it is. Like, if there is fallout under my eye, which is rare because for me fallout comes down here, but I think because this is my sweat zone, it does not brush off. And so I would have to put on like additional powder, or if I hadn't done my face yet, put on concealer or something. But yeah, this area right here, I do have some fallout, and it is stuck thanks to my hormonal sweat. TMI. Welcome to the crazy. Appreciate you being here. Thank you. If you're here for it, click like. We're going to take Noble, this shade here, and we're going to put this above the crease. And we're going to bring that down. We're going to take Pure, this shade here, and that's going to go kind of in that same area. We're going to go in with Rope, this shade here, with a fluffy blending brush. And we're going to blend out that transition area. We're also going to use Rope for our lower lash line. The brush we use for our transition area. We're going to go back with Imperial, this shade here, and just build that up again on the inner portion of my lid. And we're going to flip the brush around and go back in with Crest on the second half, just up near that crease shade. The brush we use for blending, we're just going to sweep over. I'm making this face because I am sweaty and the fallout is just stuck in my sweat on my face. I doubt that you can see it, but down here, it's here, and on my nose, probably from when I was trying to sweep it before. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take the Fenty powder and honey and put that lightly on my face and see if that will help at least make it look like in person that there's not fallout on my face. And so I'm smushing that powder brush and I'm starting where the fallout is. It's none down here. I'm just doing that out of habit. It covered it up some. Yay for learning a new trick. For those of us who are sweaters, we are wool sweaters, especially in the summertime. We're going to take Fly Liner. I realized I haven't used my gel liners in a while. Do I want to do that? No, this is in my hand. Let's go for it. Lancome Silks Booster Mascara Primer. Apologies again, starting on this eye. If you guys don't have a preference on what side I start on, just let me know. And I am really trying to make a conscious effort to do the other eye first. If you guys don't care, let me know and maybe I'll just rethink that concept. Full frontal mascara. You guys know what the question is. What are we going to do with lips? I'm going to open my Stunner in Unveiled because it's a brown, and I'm just shaking it up. I have not opened it yet. It's kind of a neutral color, though it's a dark color, and so I'm thinking I can use this on a lot of looks. It gives me color, but it's like a nude, and that's why I like it. And I like this formula. Yeah, okay. I have been putting off opening my Stunners because they're good for a year. And with COVID and mask wearing, even though it's a liquid lip and it does dry down, I didn't want to open them and not get a lot of use out of them. But I was thinking the other day, because of this color, I can use this one with a lot of different looks and then not look crazy. Because y'all know I'm good for looking crazy. And that's why this is TCTN, because I'm crazy. Anyway, this is the finished look. I'm thinking I need bronzer on my forehead. I'm looking kind of pasty up there. And this half of my face, well, from here down, is a good color. But my forehead is looking pasty. I'm going to take tan lines and put some more of that on my forehead and see what that does. And so I'm tapping in. This is a brush I used for it earlier. And you can see where it is and where it's not, which is a good thing right now because it shows you the color of it on my skin tone. And I do have my color references below. So I'm going to place this in between from here and here and pat that on. I'm loading it on the brush, and I'm going to turn the brush this way to get into that area. Oh, I like this shade. If I had more of a tan, it may not show up. But look at that. It did make a difference, right? I am thinking it's still a little cool toned, but it looks natural, I think. Let me know what you think. I'm tempted to go in with Golden Days, but then I don't want to ruin the look. Yeah, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to just stick with this today because this video is long. Then I'll edit it and it won't be long, but I try to keep the videos shorter than 15 minutes. This is the look. Thank you for being here. Subscribe, click like, comment, share, all that good stuff. And that's what I do when I'm trying to think of what to say. You'll see me in the next video.